This is the guy to Georgia Outdoors. It's 6:30 in the morning. Me and my nephew Logan are just getting into the pond to do a little bass fishing. We're gonna have a little tournament. We're gonna see who can catch the biggest bass today. And the only rule is that it has to be topwater only. We don't have a scale, so we're gonna depend on the comment section to help us decide who caught the biggest fish. But if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel because we do a lot of stuff, hunting, fishing, and this is just one example. And today, it's on. I'm gonna be starting my day out with the Whopper Plopper. This is the 90. Heard a lot of good things about these. I fished with it a time or two and like what I've seen, so maybe this will do it for me today. There he is. There he is. First fish of the day. Nothing to him, but on the board. Just happy to see a bass hitting it. Little guy, this pond's loaded with these little guys. So we're going to do a favor and keep a couple of them. Logan, you hit me with that frog, and me and you're gonna fight. There we go. He's a little bigger than my first one. Another pretty bass. Logan, lift me up. There he is. He ain't big, but at least we're starting to get some bites up in here. See, this pond is just loaded with bass this size, so we're gonna do a favor and take them out. That's what you call the old foul hook. What I've been seeing a lot today is, with the exception of the couple I caught, I've been getting more hits than catches. These guys have just been hitting at it. But we may not get that big bite today, Logan, but we're having fish tacos, so. There you go. Logan's on the board. I think he got himself hooked too, didn't you? He caught a fish and himself. What you got going on over there, buddy? Let me see it. He has hooked himself. At least he didn't break the skin, Logan. Oi, right there. Right there. Look here, they may not be big fish, but you can't beat topwater action, man. I absolutely love it. You cannot beat topwater action. There he is. Pretty bass. We kind of got into him over here a little bit. It won't take long to fill the cooler up for lunch. But we're just still trying to get the big bite. That right there is what you get from too many years of playing Nintendo. I put these duck boxes out last year with pretty good success. I put 4 boxes in this pond and 2 of them actually got used. So that's one way of really helping your duck hunting. And if you like duck hunting, I got plenty of videos on this channel. So far I'm liking the Whopper Plopper. My only drawback, what I would say, is if it gets a little bit of grass in there, it messes up the whole rotation of that little propeller on the tail right there, and it kind of messes up your cast. And a pond like this is loaded with grass, so that's a little aggravating, but otherwise it's doing pretty good. He hit it. There he is. Took 2 times. That's one thing I do like about top water is if you miss him once, he's liable to come back and hit it a second time. Sometimes if you just let that bait sit there after they hit it, I'll come back and go after it for a round 2. I think he got it, don't he?
Yeah. Oh.
He threw it. He threw it.
Still bigger when I really know.
There he is. There he is. Needed a little bass pick me up. We were having a rough little run for a few minutes there.
He's a nice one.
Yeah, he's a good fillet size. Needed this one right here. It's a little pick me up, pretty bass. Thought that was a little fish at you. There he is. Okay. Get him in the boat. We need fish. Pretty little bass. It's about 8:30. It's starting to warm up already. We got 11 bass in the cooler. So we got enough for lunch. We just didn't get the big bite today. Those Whopper Ploppers really did the trick. We missed probably another 6, 7 bass. Logan missed what we think was a pretty good bass, but hey, we'll never know. But it was a good day fishing. We're gonna go back and we're gonna clean these bass up. And I got a recipe that I think is gonna be pretty good. It's going to be fish tacos, but we're going to batter the fish in taco sauce. I tried it with mustard in a previous video. It worked pretty good, so we're gonna try taco sauce. So we'll see how that turns out. We're gonna get back to the house, get the boat out the water, and go clean up some fish. In a previous video, I caught some bass and kept them and ate them, and I got a lot of hate comments about people saying you shouldn't eat bass. Well, I disagree with that. To me, a bass this size is one of the best eating fish, and this pond is loaded with bass this size, so we're trying to manage the pond a little bit. But they make some really good eating, but I'm gonna show you how I clean them. If you've watched any of my videos, you've seen me do it before. So I just get my electric fillet knife, come in right here behind the little, that's called the operculum. Right there, we turn, run down the back right there. I don't like to go through that last little bit. Flip it over. Then I like to cut this, the rib bones out. Real easy to do. That's a perfectly boneless fillet, and that is some really, really good eating. We're gonna make some fish tacos just a minute. We're back in the kitchen. Had a great day fishing with Logan. I'm not really sure who caught the biggest fish, but we'll just call it a tie, or you can leave a comment below who you think caught the biggest fish. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a fish taco. I love fish tacos. It kind of changes up the monotony of just frying fish all the time. What we're gonna do on this one is we're gonna batter the fish with a taco sauce. We're gonna let them sit in the taco sauce, bring them out, put them in the flour, then drop them in the fryer. We're gonna use corn tortillas that we're going to deep fry those as well, and top them with a homemade coleslaw, a little bit of bacon, and maybe even some sriracha. I can go ahead and tell you these are gonna be good. All right, now it's time to assemble the tacos. We're gonna make 3 of them, so here we go. We're gonna start with a piece of fish on each one. Have not tried the fish yet. I made a homemade coleslaw. They ain't gotta be pretty. I ain't worried about presentation. I'm worried about how they taste. Got a little bacon because everybody loves some bacon. And then the secret thing is going to be this Texas Pete sriracha. It's time for the official Guide to Georgia Outdoors taste test. This fish was swimming around just a few hours ago. I think this is one Logan caught because it's a little bit smaller, but here we go. I'm not saying this because I just made it and came up with this recipe kinda. That is so good. Frying that tortilla was the way to go. The coleslaw and the sriracha sauce balance out, and that fish being crispy, man, that is, If my mom was here, I'd slap her right now. That's good. What you think?
Awesome.
Pretty good, ain't it? Did you catch that fish or was it me?
I know it's hard to tell.
All right, Logan, you have an Instagram account. What is it?
Fishing with Logie.
Fishing with Logie. I'll put it right here in the bottom of the screen. Go follow him.
And like my post.
There you go. How's the fish tacos, guys?
Great. Great. Incredible. Like fish. Like chicken.
We had a lot of fun making this video. The Whopper Plopper is a good lure to use. Me and Logan fished with it today. Caught plenty of fish. We missed a few good ones, but this recipe, man, if you added some avocado or guacamole, this thing would be over the top, but no problem how it is. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of cooking, a lot of hunting, a lot of fishing. You never know what to expect. But until the next video, this has been the unofficial and no doubt incomplete guide to Georgia Outdoors.